Okay. So good morning, students. So today we will be discussing about the the next topic, that is the vascular system. Vascular system. So vascular system, cardiovascular system. So the vascular system, it comes from the word cardiovascular system. Cardio means the heart, and vascular means what? Your blood vessels. Understand? Your blood vessels. Okay, so what does your heart do? Your heart, they circulate the blood. Okay, they circulate the blood to all the parts of your body. The next is the blood vessel, that is the vascular system. What do they do? I mean, they are a network. They are a blood vessel. They are the network. They are the network from where the blood flows. We have already discussed, there is the arteries and the veins. So all those arteries and veins which we discussed in the previous class, all those are your blood vessels. Understand? They are divided into different parts. There is veins, arteries. We have got different names also now for upper limb vessel, lower limb vessel, head, neck. So all those are the blood vessels. Is it clear, this portion? Yes. Is it clear, this portion?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, can you tell me, any one of you, what is the shape of the heart? We have already discussed in the previous class, I mean previous semester also. What is the shape of the heart? Tumpe, tumpe jilan, tumpe jilan, can you hear me? Krishna Rajbongsi, can you hear me? Haboklang,
Yes, ma'am.
what is the size of the heart?
230 by 230 by 350 grams.
Size, I'm saying size.
I don't.
You remembered I asked you, na, fist. This is your fist. So the heart will be, the size of the heart will be as similar as the owner's fist. Owner's fist means what? Means your own one. This is my fist, right? So my heart will be this much in size. Can you see me?
Yes, ma'am.
This is your fist. Okay. And what
Yes,
is the
ma'am.
shape? What is the shape? How does it look like? It looks like a cone.
Cone.
C-O-N-E, cone.
Yes.
You know the cone shape? Cone. Cone means what's a triangle in shape. Used to have ice creams or not? Like ice creams are also cone in shape, right? So it's somewhat similar to cone shape. Understand? And the heart, they are what? They are muscular organ. Means they are made up of muscles. And it's about the size of the owner's fist. Did you understand this portion, everyone? Please don't get confused. This portion, did you all understand? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So now let's see the measurement of the heart. Let's see the measurement of the heart. So the heart is how, I mean, How long is it? Your heart. Your heart is 10 centimeter long. Listen, if you measure from here till here, you will find that they are 10 centimeter long. And is the size of your fist, is the size of the honors fist. Honors means what? Means me, means Malik. No? Honor. It means that. So it will be this much. And what is the weight? What is the weight of the heart? For a woman, you will find approximately it will be 225 gram, and for men, you will find that they are a little bit heavier compared to the woman, that is 310 gram. So it is about that. Okay, is it clear this question? Measurement of the heart. Okay, now let's see the
Yes, ma'am.
structure. Okay, so now let's see the structure. I mean, in the structure, you will find that the heart, they are divided into three layers. Okay, first is epicardium. This is the epicardium, and the epicardium, you will find that they are the outermost part. I mean, they are the covering part, you can say outermost, and they also protect the heart. Next is the myocardium. This is the myocardium. They are the middle layer. Okay, they are the middle layer. And next is the endocardium. They are the inner layer. You will find in the innermost layer. So this is about the layers of the heart. I hope it's clear. I'll repeat again. First is the epicardium, that is the outer part. Next is the myocardium, that is the middle portion. And the last is the endocardium, that is the inner layer. It is a thin layer. So it is divided into three parts. Okay, so where is the location of the heart? Means where does your heart lie? Where is it exactly located? So this is your heart, and this is a thorax. Okay, this portion, chest portion, your chest portion. It is known as thorax. So it lies in the thoracic cavity. Cavity means hole. I mean, yeah, hole is space is there. You can say that. So it lies there in the mediastinum. Mediastinum means in the middle. Okay, in between, we're in between the lungs. We have already discussed lungs also. We have got two lungs here and here, both sides. So in the mediastinum, mediastinum means what? Mediastinum means in between, I mean, or else in the middle of your lungs. Lies there, means it lies here, your heart, in your chest portion. Thoracic cavity, where in the middle part of which organ? In the middle part of your lungs. You have two lungs, right? Here and here, this side both. So it lies in the middle. Suppose this is your lungs, so it is in the middle it will lie. Okay, is it clear, this portion? Yes. Okay, now let's talk about chambers. Now let's talk about the chambers of the heart. So this is your heart. It is divided into four chambers. That is the right atrium, okay, right ventricle, left atrium, and the left ventricle. Okay, so it is divided into four parts: right atrium, left atrium, right ventricle, left ventricle. So these are the four chambers of the heart. Is it clear? Atrium is upside and ventricle is downside. Okay, is it clear till there? The four chambers of the heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Right atrium, right ventricle, left atrium, and left ventricle. So these are the four chambers of the heart. Okay, and again you will find that there is valve. Okay, this one I will explain to you. I'll explain to you when I'll start explaining the circulatory system of the heart. Okay, let me start explaining now the circulatory system of the heart. So, the deoxygenated blood, that is absence of oxygen. Okay, so the deoxygenated blood, it will come from both sides. From both sides means what? From the upper side, that is the superior vena cava, and the inferior vena cava. Inferior vena cava means whatever your lower limbs, you can say that. Okay, from your lower limbs, like it will come, and this one is from the upper limb vessel, lower limb vessel. Okay, so the deoxygenated blood, it will come and enter where? Means with the help of these two, superior vena cava and inferior vena cava, that is your veins. Okay, so first it will enter in the right atrium. This is your right atrium. Understand? This is your right atrium. So it will come in the next chamber, that is the right ventricle. But before entering the left ventricle, you will find that there is a valve, which is known as what? Tricuspid valve. This one, tricuspid valve. So valves are like what? They are like the door. Suppose the valve is like this. So if the blood is going to pass, it will be like this. I mean, it will open. It will just open automatically like that. Understand? So it means valve, tricuspid valve. So the tricuspid valve will open, and as soon as the tricuspid valve will open, it will enter in the right ventricle. And after entering the right ventricle, where will it go? It will go to the pulmonary valve. This one, pulmonary valve, pulmonary valve. So after the pulmonary valve is open, it will go and enter in the pulmonary artery. This is the pulmonary artery. Understand? So the pulmonary artery, since it is divided into two parts, that is the right side and the left side. Okay, this is the pulmonary artery, and it is divided into two branches or two parts, you can say, this and this. And this pulmonary artery, when they go, I mean, since it is divided into two parts, okay, it will go to where? It will go to your lungs. Your lungs is situated in both sides, right? This is your heart, and your lungs are situated in both sides. So obviously they will go and, I mean, supply blood, that is the deoxygenated blood, to your lungs. And when they will enter in the lungs, the deoxygenated blood, now they will turn into oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood means what? Presence of oxygen. Understand? Okay, so now the oxygenated blood, they will come from the pulmonary veins. This two, okay, these two veins. Okay, they will come to the they will enter in the through the pulmonary veins. They will enter. Then after that, it will go here. First, they will reach here. That is the left atrium. This is the left atrium. The oxygenated blood, now it will enter into the left atrium. So now when it will enter into the left atrium, again here there is a door or a pathway which is known as mitral valve. Okay, mitral valve. This is a mitral valve. So as soon as it will enter, I mean the mitral valve will open, it will go down. That is the aortic valve. It's the aortic valve. Oh, sorry, mitral valve. Then afterwards it will enter to the downside. That is the left ventricle. Okay, left ventricle. And when it will enter into the left ventricle, again it will go up. Okay, what is the name of this valve? Aortic valve. This is the aortic valve. So as soon as this aortic valve will open, what will happen? It will go up, that is to the aorta, arch of the aorta. Just now we have studied it. So after that, it will go and supply to all the different parts of the human body. That is the oxygenated blood. Okay, oxygenated blood. It will go and supply to all the parts of the body. Okay, is it clear? Everyone?
No, ma'am.
No. Okay. Okay, I will repeat again from the beginning. So this is the heart. So how does the circulatory system start? I mean, how does your blood circulate? So first of all, the deoxygenated blood, it will come through where? Through the superior vena cava. This is your superior vena cava, and the downside there is inferior vena cava. Superior means what? Superior means it will be obviously upside. Inferior means it will be obviously downside. It's not it. From the name itself, superior means up, inferior means down. It's not it. So the deoxygenated blood, okay, that is absence of oxygen. So it will come through this veins, that is inferior and superior vena cava, and first it will enter in the right atrium. This is the right atrium, right? This is the right atrium. Okay, but before entering to the left ventricle, there is a pathway or a valve. As means when this valve have to open because it is a door or a pathway through which the blood will pass. So obviously this valve, it will have, I mean, uh, it will open by any means. Understand? So what is the name of that valve? Tricuspid valve. Tricuspid valve. Okay, so when this tricuspid valve will open, it will reach here. That is the right ventricle. Understand? This is the right ventricle. So again, it will go up. It will go up. It will go up where? To the pulmonary artery. Understand? But before entering to the pulmonary artery, there is a door or a pathway which is known as pulmonary valve. Okay, can you hear me? Hello? Can you all hear me? Yes or no? Hello? Hello? Hello, can you all hear me? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, so what I was saying, the before entering to the pulmonary artery, there is a door or a pathway which is known as pulmonary valve. So this is the pulmonary valve. So as soon as this pulmonary valve will open, it will reach here to the pulmonary artery. And this pulmonary artery, it is divided into two parts. Understand? These two parts. So it will go, it will go to where? It will go to the lungs. I said now we have got two lungs. The lung in between the lungs, your heart is situated in the middle portion. So it will go now. The deoxygenated blood, it will go and pass to the lungs. Your lungs is situated this side and this side, both this side. So there what will happen? As soon as they will enter to the lungs, the deoxygenated blood now it will turn into oxygenated blood. Oxygenated blood means what? Presence of oxygen. Understand? Okay, so as soon as it will turn into oxygenated blood, it will come through this pulmonary veins from the lungs. Okay, this pulmonary veins, pulmonary veins. Understand? Okay. And now when it will enter to the pulmonary veins, that is from both sides, it will reach here. That is the left atrium. So before entering to the left ventricle, it will open again. Okay, means there is a door or a pathway which is known as mitral valve. As soon as this mitral valve will open, it will reach the left ventricle, and from the left ventricle again it will go up. So before entering up, that is the aorta, there is a valve which is known as aortic valve. So when this aortic valve will open, it will reach to the aorta. This is the aorta, which is the longest artery. Okay, and this aorta, they will supply blood to all the parts of the human body. That is the oxygenated blood. Okay, is it clear?
Ma'am, that last part I cannot hear very clearly.
Last part. What? This one, left atrium.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So the oxygenated blood, it will come from the lungs, and it will enter with the help of what? With the help of the pulmonary veins. Understand? Pulmonary veins. And it will enter first to the left atrium. Understand? Then it will go down. There is a door or a pathway which is known as mitral valve. Understand? Mitral valve. So as soon as it will enter to the mitral valve, it will go down. That is the left ventricle. And again from the left ventricle, again it will try to go up, and with the help of the aortic valve, it will go up and it will reach the aorta. This is the aorta. Okay, and this aorta, you will find that they carry oxygenated blood, obviously oxygenated blood, and it is the largest vein, largest artery in the human body, and they supply the oxygenated blood to all the parts of the human body. Understand? Is it clear now?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you remember one thing, artery they carries what kind of blood artery? Anyone? Artery carries oxygenated or deoxygenated blood. Anyone? Finisha? Yeah, Finisha is not there or what?
Ma'am, pardon?
Artery carries what kind of blood? Oxygenated blood or deoxygenated blood? Yes?
Ma'am, oxygenated blood.
Yes, oxygenated blood. Except, except this, huh? This pulmonary artery. Understand? Pulmonary artery they carries deoxygenated blood. It's not it. From the picture itself, you can see it. This blue color indicates deoxygenated blood. Understand? So this one. And veins they carry what kind of blood? Wycon?
Deoxygenated blood. Ma'am.
Deoxygenated blood. Except the pulmonary veins. Understand? Pulmonary veins. You will find this thing only in the circulatory system part. Understand? Veins they carry
Yes, ma'am.
deoxygenated blood, but artery carries oxygenated blood, except the pulmonary artery. Okay, and veins they carry deoxygenated blood, except the pulmonary veins. You remember this. Okay, is it clear now, everyone? Circulatory system of the heart.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, no doubts now anymore. I hope there is no doubts. And the heart, it is divided. I mean, these chambers, they are divided. I mean, here there is a septum. Septum means what? The division. The division between the chambers. The division between the chambers. So first division, I mean the first division where the heart divides into different chambers. So the first one is the atrial septum. This is known as the atrial septum, and downside you will find ventricular septum. Atrial septum. Okay, from the word atrium itself, you just try to relate with that. And ventricular septum, ventricle. Just try to relate with that again. Ventricular septum. So septum is the division of the chambers. Sure. I hope it's clear now, no, everyone. I hope there is no confusion in the in the circulatory system of the heart. Yes, yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.